Hi everybody, this is Monday and we're going to be doing another video. We're going to be doing it on this right here. TEEXPERT sent me this to do a review, and so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to do each piece in here, so this may be a little bit longer video, so you might want to grab a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or a soda or whatever you drink. I'm just making you aware now because I do want to explore this to the full extent, and I don't want to rush through it. So, you know, there's a fast forward button that feel free to use, but I am going to do as much as the resin will allow me to do, and the molds and stuff. So before we get started, I want to say hello. My name is Beth. For all of y'all that have never been here before, thank you so much for stopping by. For each of you that are a subscriber or hasn't subscribed for some reason, but has watched my videos many times before, thank you so much for returning. I hope you find something that you enjoy in this video. I hope you might learn something. And I hope you enjoy the new kit from TEEXPERT. There will be a 10% coupon code in the description. And if you can't find it, let me know and I'll send it to you. Because I know depending on what you're watching the video on, sometimes it's hard to get to the description under the video. So just let me know. I'm going to try to turn this around and let's get started. Hopefully, let's get started. I don't know if this is going to work. This may be too close. And I think it's going to be too close here. So let me get it on this one and change it up. Just bear with me. I thought I had it right. And this is not going to work. And I don't want you looking at me. But I've got to get it right. So, because I cannot see the camera from here. And I want you to be able to see what you're looking at. You're looking at the phone thing right now. Okay. And you can see my other phone. You can see this good. Let me move all this other stuff I do not need out of here. Alrighty. I am not looking at the camera, so bear with me if I get off focus. I'm trying to get my marking so I know basically where to keep it at. We're going to open this. And I'm not going to try to keep all this showing all the time. And we did go over this, but I'm going to go over this again. Inside the kit, I believe there's 5 pipettes. I call them pipettes. I just like pipettes better. So that's what I call them. But they're actually pipettes. Or pipettes, maybe. I don't know. But yes, you get 5 of those. You get 4 popsicle sticks. And you get 5. I'm assuming these are gloves. But let's not assume. I'm going to open one of these, if I can. Without cutting into it, which is really hard to do. But, okay. And yes, they are gloves. Big gloves. But you know what? Oh, it's a pair of gloves in each one. So you get 5 pair of gloves. What these are good for, now I very rarely wear them. Of course, it's just me. I wear the nitrile gloves. But these are good to put over your other gloves. So you can take these off but they're just so big and they would get in my way. Some people are not bothered by it. I'm just not one of those. Okay. It's just a 1-to-1 ratio. You have the part A and the part B. And it looks pretty, it's not real thick, and it's sort of cool down here. Temperature's dropping today. I'm definitely going to be putting what I do on the heating mat because it's going to be colder in this garage. Okay, we're going to go over this again, y'all. You get 5 key rings with the chains and the jump rings. So it's complete. All you have to do is add the stuff you make, and you can have 5 key rings. I'm not sure how many necklaces, but we're going to count them. And somewhere on here, I'm sure it tells you this, but we're just going to open them up, and we're going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get 10 of the wax cording necklaces ready to go. All you have to do is add the jump ring and your pendant, or a bail. If you've got bails, you could use your own bails on these. And no jokes about my southern accent. I know I say words funny, but you know what bails are. Okay. You get, I'm going to say 5 of these. And I'm not going to take them all apart because they're hard to get apart. But I'm going to say 5. 1, 2, maybe more than 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get 10. You get 10 of these. You get 4 of these 50 ml cups. And these are the softer. And when I say softer, I have one of these, okay? See how this cracked when I did that? Those don't. And that's what I'm talking about when I say softer. I really like these. I would buy these separate if I could find these. You get the dried flowers, which, as I said before, they're not the prettiest dried flowers, but, you know, they are dried flowers, and for the beginner, all this stuff is great. I think this is a really cool kit for a beginner resin artist. You get the little jump rings that you need for the pendants, or probably the earrings. You have your fish hooks for your earrings. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pigment colors. You have 6 glitters. And you have the silver foil and the gold foil. You have the mouse ears. There's something in. And don't do as I do. You should take tape and do that, not your nails. You got the coaster, which I really like the edge of that. You have this little, which would be good for pendants. There's only one of each So unless you wanted to double pour to get your earrings, which you could do, I think it would be cool to do these, the leaf earrings. Well, they're not earrings, but I would make them earrings, even though they're going the same way. You know, some people don't like that. It doesn't bother me, so. But, yeah. These are definitely earrings. These could be necklaces, too. But they would make great earrings. Okay. And this is what we're working with today. They do have a good user guide in here. This is, it shows you step by step, and it also shows you the pictures. Okay. Oh, and let's not forget about the tweezers. I don't think I'll be using these today because I don't plan on using the flower. These are good tweezers, though. Can you see that? That's a good pair of tweezers, and I ruined most of mine. They get silicone, or not silicone, resin on them, and then they get deformed and they don't go together. So I'm going to try to keep this pair good. Famous last words. Okay. It's all in real time. It's just how I chose to do my videos when I first started. Okay. We're going to start with one measuring cup. And we're going to do this one. And we're going to try the green glitter. We're going to make those leaves. So we are going to have to use some of these. Okay, the green glitter. And I'm going to use a little bit of yellow, a little bit of the green, and maybe a little bit of the white. Yeah, I don't like to do things ordinary. I sort of like to kick it up a notch. Okay. For this, I'm going to make 20 mLs, which means I'm going to fill up part A to 10, and then I'm going to fill the rest of it up with part B to the 20 mark. A good tip is if you're having a problem, now these are not an issue, but you know, as we get older, our eyesight is not as good. Mine definitely isn't. I didn't wear glasses my whole life until about 7 years ago. And now I'm half blind without the silly thing. So I thought I had a marker out here. Yeah, your mind goes a little bit too. I did have a marker right here because I used it. But I don't know where it went. And since I don't have to have it, I'm not going to stop my video to go get it. But you can always mark your cup with a black marker and put it right there and right there. So it's a lot easier to see. Now normally I am going to put my gloves on. Normally I would put my mask on for this. And I'm a firm believer in PPE. I am. And I have goggles when I do certain things, even though I wear glasses. And I do have a respirator. My heater's back here. That is a respirator that I use. And I do use it. But since we're just mixing up just a little bit, if the smell is really bad, then I'll stick it on there. But we're going to try this. Now, if I have to warm it up, I will put my mask on. Now, this does come, okay. You know how when I said it wasn't sealed? Now, these have got plugs. So, it's not as important to seal the outside when you've got a plug. It can still leak, but the chances of it leaking are slimmer than if there wasn't a plug in there at all. I'm going to hold this up. Normally I don't do this on camera, but since this is a beginner kit, I'm going to, and don't hold it up all the way. I'm just doing it. Oh, see, I probably should have marked it, because I'm having a hard time seeing those numbers. And I think it's probably because it's right on the number. Okay, that was part A. It says it on the bottle too. Okay, removing the plug. Always make sure you put the right top. You don't want to ever put the top to part B on part A or vice versa. Okay. I'm double checking, and it's right at the 20 ml one. So we're going to mix this up. And it is quite thick, which tells me it needs to be warmed up. So I am going to stop. And I'm going to put my mask on. And since I have to get my mask on, I'm taking these gloves that's already got resin on there somehow. But I'm putting my mask on. Because if you warm this up, oh my gosh. So I'm going to sound funny, y'all. But I'd rather sound funny than breathe this in. Now, I could not smell it, but I guarantee you, when I add the heat, I am going to smell it. Can't get the silly thing out now. This little strap in the back. It gets tangled up in my hair. There, nope. Okay. Putting my gloves on. Oh, I gotta bring this over here. These are the cup holders that Rose sent me. Oh, I absolutely love these things. Yep, I like that better. Okay. I'm just warming it up a little bit. I don't want to melt the glass, which I have done in the past before. But warming it up makes it thinner. It helps with the bubbles. And it helps to mix it easier. I hope you could see that. With just that much heat, I think that's all we needed to do. So I'm going to take my mask off, because I do not smell this. Oh, my hair is probably wild. I'm putting my glasses back on. Okay. Hope y'all can see this. And there are bubbles in here. And you scrape. You make sure you scrape the sides of the cup that you're using and the bottom. Make sure you're getting the bottom and you're scraping the sides when you're mixing, because this is where you can mess up. People who have been doing resin for a long time, they already know this. You can fast forward, but since this kit is for a beginner, I'm just going over everything. I'm still going to mix it a little bit, and I'm mixing it faster than what you should do, because I don't mind a few bubbles, but a lot of people do. So it's your preference. If you want to make sure that you have the least amount of bubbles possible, do it very, very slowly. And I do have a bubble machine over here, but I am not going to use this. Since it's a review, I want to show it without using any other tool. Well, I use my heat gun, but you know, that's okay. Now there's quite a few bubbles in this, but we might be able to get some of them out by using the blower, or not the blower, the heat gun, once we pour. Now I'm not going to make all this. I don't think we're going to need that much for those earrings, but okay. We're going to put these are not open. I said I was going to try to keep these tweezers, but no, don't do that. I had a push pin out here that I used to open everything up with, but I'm just going to cut the very tip. Let me go ahead and cut the tip of them all, so I don't have to stop and do that. And one thing I did not do that y'all should do is you should shake these pigments up before you use them. And I'm going to do that right now. Oh, these gloves. I gotta, well, these gloves on backwards. Oh, Lord. You see? Okay. I knew they were fitting weird. I had the little finger. I had it backwards. Okay. We should be ready to go. And I do not want much in here at all. When I say not much, I mean just a teeny amount. So I'm not even dropping it in here. Don't know how to show you it. I know this is right underneath, so it's one of those metal things, okay? Like a dotting. You see that? It's not even full drop. And that made no difference in this. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, it did not. Okay. Well, that's a little strange. Okay, let's try another. And that's a full drop. Now it's making a difference in here. I don't like the way that's mixing. Okay. We're going to do the same thing with the yellow. I don't want the green to be the same color as the green in the glitter. So I'm trying to make it a little bit lighter green. Which I think I've succeeded. I hope y'all can see that. Can you see me stirring? Yes, you can. Okay. And I'm closing this. I don't think we need to use the white. But I am getting through. These little cups right here have got little slots. And so I'm making sure that I get in those where I'm getting it all. And I'm getting it mixed up pretty good. And I have like a little brush that I cut the tip off to use for that. And I've got the glitter. I don't want it blowing everywhere, so I've got it off camera trying to get the top off. And these are not sealed, so and I don't want much in here at all. And I'm sealing it back as soon as I get through using it. And then we're going to take a little bit of this gold foil flake. Oh, well, I said we're going to just get a little bit. Okay. See, I got resin on these tweezers already. But if you wipe it off fast, then you're okay. I just use mine over and over again, and sometimes I don't get it wiped off soon enough, so it messes it up. Okay, here we go. We've got a little bit of the gold foil flake mixed in, and I'm going to try to break it apart. And I'm mixing pretty vigorously, which means there's going to be bubbles. I don't want that big old piece in there. I'm trying to break it apart. Okay. I think we're ready to pour. I'm going to put this on here so I can pick this up. Hold on a minute. I'm looking for something that I can pick this up. I should have brought my spatula down here. I have a pizza spatula, y'all. And it works really, really well. And I'm going to go ahead and turn my heating mat on. And I'm going to get that ready. Let's see. Will that fit on here? Yes, it will. Is that going to be even? No, it's not. Okay. Yep, I should have thought about this before I started the video. But I didn't, so please forgive me. I just know that I'm going to be picking this up. And I need something. Here we go. That will work. And I'm going to push that way. I'm going to push this up here so you can see it. And we're going to pour these. I'm just pouring it in the center. And letting it flow. Into the little stems on the outside. And having this little tiny piece of brush on this right here really helps you to get more resin out of these little cups. The micro brushes do a really good job too, because I have that little brush end also. I may have to add just a little bit more resin. But right now I'm making sure it goes in all the little spots. Okay. I'm just going to add a little tiny bit more. Not much. And I'm going to add, instead of the green tint, I'm just going to add a little bit more glitter. Boy, this glitter, you really have to be careful opening this glitter. And then I'm going to add oh my, that whole wad just came out of there. See, I should have this in the cup holder. And that's why these cup holders are wonderful. If you can get it in the cup holder. These things are wonderful. I have this all over my finger, y'all. I don't know if you can see it, so I'm trying to get it back in the little tubby thing. Okay, here we go. I don't want to just put clear to fill them up. So I'm just adding clear with a little bit of the glitter and a little bit more of the gold foil. Okay. Good to go. One down. I don't know how many more to go. I'm throwing that cup away. We're going to move this back. We're going to get another one of these cups. You know what? These came with it, but I prefer these, so I'm going to use these. These are my favorite cups. They're the little medicine cups. And they don't have the little slots, so you don't have to worry about scraping them out so much. Okay. And let's go with the red. I don't know. Let's see. We're going to mix some colors. So, yeah, let's go with the red pigment. What color is this? That's pink. No. Okay, we're going to go with the red pigment. Trying to get the resin off my glove. Okay, one drop. Okay, let's drop. Okay, let's see what that one drop, I did clean my brush. Let's see what that one drop does. Okay. Can y'all see that? Okay. I'm going to go with one more drop, which got all over the brush handle. Okay. We are going to add some red glitter. Okay, and we're going to go with some green. This time, whoop, that's yellow. This time I am not going to, we're going to go 1, 2 drops of the green. Can y'all see that? Yes, you can. Okay, 2 drops of the green. And you can see how much darker that green is. Okay. And now we're going to go with the green glitter. Again, be careful when you, and I'm not adding a whole bunch. And we're going to go with some red glitter. And again, I'm going over here so it doesn't splatter everywhere. And again, we're going to go with some gold foil also. Oh my. You see what it did? It's inside. That's way too much. Way too much. It won't separate. Okay, it is what it is. Now it's all over my thumb, and I'm trying not to waste it. It's everywhere. Okay. I'm cleaning off my tweezers, because that stuff sticks to everything. Okay. And we're going to mix that into the red. Now this has got the red glitter and the gold flakes. Now I'm mixing it into the green with the green glitter and gold flakes. Okay. And what I'm going to do, pour some, pour some in each one of them. I hope you can see this. Let me push this up somewhat so you can see what I'm doing. I can hear my puppy dog upstairs. He's whining. And I hope somebody up there pays attention to him. He probably wants out. Okay. See, I got almost all of it up. There's a little tiny bit. And if I wanted to, I could get every drop of it out of here, but I'm not wasting much resin at all. Okay, we're going to brush that. We're going to clean the brush off. We're throwing away. Oh, nope, that's my good measuring cup. I don't throw those away. I wipe those out and reuse these. I'll show you. See, they just wipe out, and I reuse those. I'll just stick that right there. Okay, and then we have the red. So I'm going to add some red to the top. I love doing this. To me, this is so much fun. Experimenting around and just playing and enjoying yourself and doing it the way that you want to do it. That's fun to me. And yes, I know, I got some red in there. Oops! Which doesn't bother me at all. But if it bothers you, then you can simply do that. Now, I plan on doing this anyway. Where is my little... I don't want the brush. I want to bring the green up into the red. And I am going to pour a little bit of clear just to finish filling this up. Because I think this is going to fill it up all the way. And then we're going to have to pour some more resin. Now I used 20 mLs. And I got the 2 biggest pair of earrings on this board done with that. And yes, I know, I got some resin in this one. But it's easy to get out of there. Now there is glitter in this mold. There's glitter in all these molds. I think it's because some of the glitter in the kit. And I'm not being that picky. But you can always get a little Q-tip or a brush or even a baby wipe and get it out of there. Or you could get tape also. Yeah, I'm cleaning my little cup out because I want to reuse these. Okay. We're going to make up some more resin. So if I made 20 mil up and it did those two, I think with 20 mil I could probably get those two and probably those done. So we're going to try it because I want y'all to know exactly how much the starter kit is going to give you. Starting with part A. I'm sorry, it's up here. Okay. And once again, I'm going to put it up there. And I'm changing gloves again because I've got resin on these and I don't want to get it all over my heat gun. Let's see if I can get these on right this time. And these are actually the Mr. Clean extra strength gloves that I got from Big Lots. Okay, we're going to warm this up a little bit. Yeah, I decided to do that to get any kind of bubble just in there. I didn't see any bubbles, but I love these little stands. I'm scraping the sides. And I'm scraping the bottom as I do this. Of course, if y'all don't want to watch me mixing it, you can fast forward. I want to keep it at real time for the people who have just started with resin or haven't but are thinking about it. So they know, they have some kind of idea. When you fast forward or you skip this part and then you come back and it's all done and ready to go, it doesn't really give the beginner a realistic look at what's really going on. And I know it's boring for all of y'all that have done this over and over and over again. But I think it's important for the ones that have never or just getting started. And boy, there's a lot of bubbles in there. I think maybe it needs a little bit more heat. That helped. Okay. That definitely helped. I think this is mixed up good. I don't see any white swirls. It's not foggy looking, and that's how you can tell if it's not mixed up. If you look down in your resin and you see white little swirl lines, or it looks foggy, then it probably needs to be mixed up more. Okay, me blowing that has got the colors all messed up in here. So I just want to push it around because I don't want any clear showing. Same thing with these. I want that green all the way through. And you can always manipulate, just like I'm doing. Or you could have left it alone. It's just personal preference. Alrighty. Now what color should we do? What color should we do? Those. Maybe just, no, let's try the blue. I love blue. Let's go with blue and silver. Yep. It's got to be cut off. And shake it up really good. One, two. Put the top on the reds. Let's put the top. Okay. Let's mix that up. It's wonderful where you can mix stuff up and you don't have to hold it. And it's in the holder. And you can just do this. Okay. And of course, once again, I'm doing it off camera. I'm adding a little bit of the blue glitter in with it. You know what? Let's mix it. Let's do this with just a touch of the silver foil. Let's go with the silver foil. Let's see how packed this is. Let me do this. Maybe that would be easier. You put it in the lid and then dump it in there. And you can sort of chop it up a little bit with your tweezers as you do it. Okay, that worked out a little bit better actually. So we're going to mix the glitter in with this. This is pretty heavy glitter, so I'm a little worried about it all falling to the front. But if it does, it does. It will be okay. And I'm wiping off my brush. And we're going to give this a really good stir and try to crush up that silver even more. Yeah, this video is going to be long, y'all. I hope it's still running. Yep, it is. I might have to do this in 2 parts. I mean, good gracious, we're only on 3rd pair of earrings. Okay. Hope you can see me doing this. I'm going to pour it. Okay. I'm going to leave it just like that, I think. Push that up just a little bit more. And maybe add just a little bit more up in here. Of the blue. Okay. And let's see. I'm going to do, let's see if we can get 2 of the blue and the silver. Okay. Let's see how much more we've got of the silver. We'll go ahead and put that in this one. And we'll put a little bit of it in this one. Is there anything left? Maybe not. I'm trying to use up everything that I've got in these cups. So this is going to be sort of a weird looking pear. Oh no, I just broke my brush. So a little bit of white. To this one right here. This is going to drive me nuts. got to have a clean work space. I'm just putting a little bit of alcohol on a baby wipe over here to clean my medicine cup up. Because yes, I'm going to reuse these. Okay. Let's mix the white up. And let's pour it in. To finish off. And let's see if we can get a little bit of white in here. When you don't think that you're going to have enough to fill up both, put enough of it in each one so you can add something else to it if you can't. But I actually think there will be enough to fill them both up. Let's see. Alrighty. So that's all of them except for those two little. And I think I'm going to leave those. And we'll probably just put those right on the fish hook because they're pretty big anyway. So I'm going to remove this. It's going to go over. Wait a minute. I am going to put alcohol on there to make sure there's no bubbles. And we're going to put this over on the heat mat. Now I am taking the piece off that it was setting on. I'm going to bring it back over here.